No, seriously, give it up. We're fucking taking it from you. Okay. All right. Before we take it down to our last two comedians, there's some shout-outs I want to make. So here they are. Okay, here is Kenny Baklowski.
I like holding the mic like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Stop clapping, Shashan.
Assume position.
So, I've been working on a new form of stand-up comedy. It's kind of experimental. It's called ambient comedy. So here's a joke. A guy walks into a bar. That's the ambient comedy. So are you guys excited tonight? No? Okay, that's fine. There are some people who don't get excited about anything. Like people who live in Western Massachusetts. They are the most boring, dull people I have ever... Well, there is one thing that people who live in Western Massachusetts get very excited about. That's right, antique stores. Holy balls! I was walking down Great Barrington, Massachusetts, and I looked around and there were 4 antique stores all around me, and I was like, oh cute, they have their own little district. This went on for miles. You know, I was like, who goes to an antique store and then gets out and is like, hey, let's go to 27 more antique stores? Like, you know, how could they all get business? And then I realized it. I realized that there's a general rule for antique stores. And the rule is, an antique store starts out as a regular store. Just nobody ever buys anything. Like, I opened this greeting card shop in 1952 and I still have the same goddamn greeting cards, so fuck it, they're antique now. Go make us a new sign, Johnny. That's my next joke. Oh, new joke. So I was in the hop talking with one of my friends about superheroes. And this really tall guy walked by. And then we started talking about tall people, like we didn't forget about that. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool if, like, you had a really tall friend? You know, like, if you're having a conversation about something you don't want to talk about, like, hey, Kenny, let's talk about your sex life. Sure, yeah. Whoa, look at that tall guy. Whoa, how do you get to be so tall? Yeah, that's that joke. I didn't memorize this. Oh, have you ever been in the bathroom brushing your teeth, and you realize that... Yes, you have. Have you ever been brushing your teeth and you realize that if there was a vampire behind you, you wouldn't be able to see him because of the mirror? I think that all the time. That's why when I brush my teeth, I'm like... Yeah, it's true, it's fact. I haven't memorized it, sorry. Oh look, there's a disco ball! Hey, I learned this the hard way. You should never hang a disco ball up during Cinco de Mayo. You'll just end up with a bunch of pieces of metal all over the floor. For those of you who didn't get that joke, they thought it was a piñata. Oh, so I have this friend. His name is, what's his name? Okay, now you know he's not really my friend. Anyway, let's say hypothetically his name was Sam Bunce. So Sam Bunce and his girlfriend like to 69 a lot. Well, actually, they're really into feet. They have foot fetishes. Sam Bunce has a foot fetish. So with them, it's more like L7. By the way, that's my new favorite pickup line. Hey, want to do some L7? She'd be like, what? You want to play bingo? What? What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. So I was writing that joke in Microsoft Word, and I wrote the sentence, what the fuck are you talking about? And spell check underlined fuck R, I guess. And here are its suggestions. What the fucks are you talking about? Or, what the fuck is you talking about? Which leads me to another joke. What the fuck is you talking about is a correct sentence according to spell check. It's true, it's fact. Alright. So, I read that Van Gogh was under the influence of absinthe when he cut his ear off, apparently. That explains why when I went to bars in the Netherlands, everybody was wearing helmets. This is my last joke. So, So people say that there aren't two genders. They say there's a whole spectrum between male and female, and that everyone lies somewhere different on that spectrum. Now that's all fine and good, but it can be confusing sometimes. So I've come up with a solution to make things a little bit easier. Instead of two bathrooms, we just have one really long toilet. And on one side the seat is down, and on one side the seat is up, and you can sit anywhere you want on the toilet. Yeah, but if you sit in the middle, it might be kind of hard to reach toilet paper. All right. Okay, that's my time. Here's Andrew.
Kenny Miklowski.